got on the day's back pages, please, Katie?
So a lot dominated by England's upcoming game against Albania, 7:45 kickoff, which you can obviously hear on talkSPORT. Lots of reaction to kind of Thomas Tuchel's comments, him saying on the back page of The Guardian here, no hunger, no identity, as Tuchel says Southgate's side played with fear at Euro 2024, as you guys have been speaking about there. I mean, what do you make of all these comments? Do you think it's kind of refreshing having, him being so honest about, their European campaign?
Do you know what I love about it is that managers would have come in and probably says, oh, he done amazing to get to a final, that could be tough to get to, he's so hard now to win competitions. He's not saying that. No. He's saying that he wants teams to be scared of England when they play them. Not how poor they were, but how they were scared some of the players looked in recent tournaments. I loved it. And he's not trying to have a dig at Southgate. I think he clarified that, didn't he, of like Southgate and the FA done very well. But that's what he's watched. He's watched the Euros and he's just been honest.
Yeah, I mean, the quotes are pretty scathing. I mean, he goes, when asked what has been lacking, he said the identity, the clarity, the rhythm, the repetition of patterns, the freedom of players, the expression of players, the hunger. They were more afraid to drop out of the tournament, in my observation, than having the excitement and hunger to win it. So, Gabby, what do we need to see under Thomas Tuchel?
We need to see when players aren't performing, they're changed. Even if their favourites are not performing, they're changed. If players are injured, like Harry Kane was in the Euros, he doesn't play. If players, it's not working with Phil Foden on the left, for instance, you change him to someone who's available, natural winger, Anthony Gordon, who was available in the Euros. Just want to see players playing in the right positions, and if there is favourites, then if they're not performing, they're off. That's what fans want to see, and players that are in form in the Premier League, make sure they're called up as well.
So what are your non-negotiables for England? For example, who do you want to see start tonight?
I want to start his best team. I mean, we don't know if it'll be a 4 or a 3 centre-halves or 4, but he's obviously going to play Reece James because obviously the Chelsea connection, he'll be looking to play him. But I want to see Dan Burn given a chance. I feel like don't call him up if you're not going to give him a start. I just want to see how we're going to set up, to be honest, first of all, and maybe judge it after the game tonight. Is it going to be Bellingham and Rice as a 2? Is he going to go in there with 3 and Foden as maybe a 10? It'll be interesting to see what he goes with.
So I was geeking out last night about my starting 11 under Thomas Tuchel. So do you want to hear it?
Yes.
And then you can absolutely pick it apart. No. Shebahn, also come at me with this one. So I've gone for John Pickford in goal. Then I've gone Reece James on the right because I think he'll, with the Chelsea connection, pick him over Kyle Walker. Mark Gahey and Dan Burn. I think I would really want him to start Dan Burn. He's in the form of his life. The 6'7" defender. He also, little stat for you here, he's won 101 aerial battles, the most in the Premier League. So that's more than Virgil van Dijk and stuff. So I think that centre back partnership. Bearing in mind you've got Harry Maguire out, you've got
Stones is out.
Stones is out. So you've got a number of injuries. The left-back situation is interesting. I've gone for Miles Lewis-Skelly. If he can stay disciplined, I know he's burst on the scene, he's 18, but what a chance for him, bearing in mind,
Especially who we're playing against. We should be able to fly forward and be fine.
Yeah. And then I've gone Declan Rice. And I really want to get your thoughts on this. Morgan Rogers, I want to kind of get in there somewhere.
Yes.
Would he start for you tonight?
I will start him.
Okay.
I'll start him in that number 10 position because that's where he's played his best football for Aston Villa. He can play off the left, different player on the right, but in that number 10 position.
Over Jude Bellingham?
No, I would play Bellingham and Rice as 2 centre midfielders, and I'll play Rodgers as a 10. Give him a chance, and then bring him off maybe 60 for Gibbs-White. See what these players can do in England's shirt.
Yeah, so midfield of Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham. And then I've gone, left wing Anthony Gordon. I think he's just brilliant out on the left. The hard one was right wing, actually, because you've got Phil Foden there, but also I really want to get Morgan Gibbs-White in there somewhere.
Yes.
So I've actually put him out on the right and then Harry Kane up top.
But I think the teams that we're playing, yes, they're big games, but we should be quite comfortable at home against Albania. So I'm sure whatever players you play out of that squad should be more than good enough to get a comfortable result tonight.
I mean, we've got options, haven't we?
Yeah, well, you're absolutely loaded in terms of the squad. 65th, I think they're ranked in the world, is Albania. So it is the chance to have a play around. And
I don't like the way you say you. She said we, you said you.
Because I'm not English.
Come on, Shebahn.
Hold on, I've just got my England talk.
You're Scottish, Irish, just join us. English as well.
No, I do, actually.
Your kids are born in England.
I'd like you lot to actually win something next time you can as well.
Your kids,
my
England
kids
fans?
are English, born and bred. I'm proud of that.
England fans?
Stop trying to get beef for me. But no, I do think it's a stacked squad. Only thing is that you are future proofing, and like choose the squad, start working with the squad, and start working with the starting 11 that you would like to take to the World Cup in 2026. I think if you can get that under your belt now and play around with it, I think.
Do you know what I want to see as well? I want to see what he's been like in his career as a manager so far, and he will be. If you're not at it, he's going to be on that touchline, erratic, shouting at the players. Southgate in the Euros, we just sat down, just chilling. You need that as a player. You need that energy off the sideline. He fires you up on the pitch. I
think from his comments, it sounds like he's going to be that way anyway. There's no bones about it.
No slacking, no jogging back and taking your time. Like, he's going to be at them. Listen, I've got 18 months, guys. Like, I am going to win the World Cup and you're going to do it for me.
I like that attitude, though. It's good to see.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.